David Thomas, the avant-garde musician best known as the founding member and enduring force behind the influential experimental rock band Pere Ubu, has passed away at the age of 71. He died on April 23rd after a prolonged illness. Fittingly, music from MC5, a band he admired, was playing on the radio at the time of his death, according to an announcement on Pere Ubu's official Facebook page. A trailblazer of experimental rock, formed in Cleveland, Ohio, in 1975, Pere Ubu emerged as a sonic response to the gritty post-industrial landscape of their hometown. Blending abrasive guitars, primitive synths, skronking saxophones, and eerie arrangements, the band cultivated a genre-defying sound that challenged convention. Thomas's distinctive, often haunting vocals served as the glue for their eclectic style. While mainstream success eluded them, Pere Ubu's early works, such as 30 Seconds Over Tokyo and Final Solution, followed by 1978's seminal albums The Modern Dance and Dub Housing, left a lasting mark on the post-punk and no-wave scenes. Their influence can be traced in the music of Joy Division, Sonic Youth, Pixies, Wire, Nine Inch Nails, and more. The reluctant icon. Though the band briefly flirted with commercial appeal in the late 80s, most notably with the single Waiting for Mary, Thomas never compromised his artistic vision. He remained the only constant member of Pere Ubu, steering the band through decades of lineup changes and shifting musical climates. Beyond Pere Ubu, Thomas explored numerous creative paths. He released solo work under David Thomas and the Pedestrians and David Thomas and the Wooden Birds, composed an experimental opera titled Mirror Man, lectured at colleges, and collaborated with figures such as the late Hal Wilner. He also revived his early group, Rocket from the Tombs, multiple times, from Cleveland roots to global stage. Born in Miami and raised in Cleveland Heights, Thomas grew up in an artistic household. His father taught literature, his mother was an artist. Initially on track for a career in microbiology, he became disillusioned and instead turned toward music and writing. Using the pseudonym Crocus Behemoth, he served as an art director and columnist for Cleveland Scene, an underground newspaper. It was during this time he began experimenting with music, eventually founding Rocket from the Tombs, a short-lived yet pivotal band that later splintered into the Dead Boys and Pere Ubu. A legacy of innovation. Thomas was not only a prolific artist, but also a meticulous archivist, curating and releasing rare Pere Ubu recordings via Bandcamp. My ambition for Pere Ubu was to be discovered in a used record bin in 30 years. He once said, an ambition now realized by generations of fans and musicians alike. At the time of his passing, Thomas was actively working on a memoir and recording a new Pere Ubu album. According to reports, both projects will be completed posthumously. In later years, Thomas resided in Brighton, UK, but his connection to Cleveland remained strong. In a 2017 interview, he reflected, "We were savages living in the ruins of a great civilization. Those sounds of the steel mills weren't something we replicated. They showed us how to rewrite the narrative of modern music."